The DVD Labor Law and Social Networks sheds light on the pitfalls of social media. The DVD gives important recommendations and an overview of opportunities and, of course, risks involved in dealing with social networks. Half Germany has jumped on the social networks bandwagon. According to a study by Bitkom, 40 million German citizens are already members of internet communities. Facebook alone has more than 600 million members worldwide, and YouTube, Twitter, Xing, LinkedIn, etc. have also conquered social networks. No employer can ignore this anymore. And that affects the entire corporate structure, from management through the human resources and legal departments right up to marketing and sales. Labor law hangs over it all like the sword of Damocles. Employee dismissal, employee control, employee privacy, employee recruiting, or employee regimentation in dealing with the social networks, all explosive issues for unpleasant labor law disputes. But don't be afraid. We would like to provide companies and their executive with a guide through the labor law field of social networks. We would like to provide companies and their executives with a guide through the labor law field of social networks. Who is this DVD for? For directors, boards of directors, managing directors, senior executive from all business areas, human resources, sales, marketing, legal, communications. What can you expect? Over 90 minutes video material, an exclusive interview with Dr. Burkhard Göpfert, attorney and partner at the Gleiss Lutz partnership in Munich, and Dr. Elena Wilke, attorney and associate at Gleiss Lutz. A brochure with recommendations for the development of your own social media policy. Access to a closed user group on the internet. Video material for mobile devices. Download the audio file as an audiobook. Information on current claims, and much more. In an exclusive interview with the renowned specialist lawyers of the attorney law firm Gleiss Lutz, we clearly show the main challenges in dealing with social networks.
In reality means that we're changing the way we are communicating. Maybe not yet you and me, but slowly also the two of us will start changing communication. The lawmakers will introduce a new law on the protection of employees' rights when it comes to data protection. The hiring process. It's certainly everything around what is being called the Facebook termination or the termination due to behavior or wrong behavior in social media. And there is a third aspect, is the compliance and investigation aspect. At the end of the day, companies will have to implement social media policies. The next collective action that we will have in Germany and the next protest action of staff in Germany will certainly be initiated on social media platforms. Corporate law is the real reason to issue social media policies. A complete lack of sensibility or sensitivity among German employers about how dangerous it is in terms of spying and everything these days, to allow an employee to bring even a private laptop or a handheld. These people will have to sit on the table, and nothing that will be created on this table can go out of the room without their consent too.
Are employers allowed to force employees to use social networks?
Freedom of speech within your workplace. This is recognized by German courts. Nothing in your behavior should make other people believe that you are the official spokesman of the company when giving awkward statements.
Yes.
When the employer gives you a computer or a handheld, he is allowed to define the scope of use. Now, we have the General Counsel who gives green light. If there's no green light from the General Counsel, there will be no review. The second thing you have to bear in mind that in Germany, under our data protection laws, there always needs to be an incident. Do not disregard this entire matter. Take care about it and address it.
A communication strategy which ignores social networks or the services provided by social media is outdated. Instead of ignoring or neglecting them, companies should actively embrace the new media but not throw caution to the winds. You have to be on the alert, particularly from a labor law perspective. New rules must be defined. rules for the international and external communication. Basics that every manager should know. A must-have for manager.